that's it, everyone. We're landing on Mars. We're off to our mission of getting a red planet turned into a green one. I am the beard. This is Surviving Mars. So recently I've been watching the latest season of one of the most amazing television shows on TV at the moment, For All Mankind. Yes, I am a sci-fi nerd and I do love watching people move to other planets. It gave me a real hankering to go and play with something related to do with Mars. I mean, who wouldn't want to? Look at this thing. So I thought I'd fire up one of my favorites, Surviving Mars. We'd pick a rocket, pick a spot on Mars, and attempt to turn Mars green. Here we go. Right, so we've got our base vehicles making their way out of our newly landed rocket, and I think we've got a great spot here on this red planet. We were meant to land over here, but I decided to sort of check out this area. This is a very, very, very cool map. Look at this. I don't know what this is, some kind of strange thing here. It gives us a vista, so it improves the comfort, the resonance and domes around here. So this is going to be a great starting point. I hope there's water around here. I have not found any so far, but I think now has come the task of starting to set up our little space here. The idea is to start getting some fuel going, get this rocket, which is named Thor, back to planet Earth, so we can kick off our colonization of Mars. All right, so we've done a little bit of a setup here, just very quickly to get the basics in place. So we have a little bit of a drone hub. We have a sensor tower, so we can start scanning the rest of the map. Some more drone recharge stations, a bit of an overpowered Stirling generator, but we're going to add more to this, so the power is going to be needed further on the line. And then we're going to get going with a fuel refinery, and we're using a moisture evaporator here for our initial water. So this should get us off to a good start. I want to try and get a couple more of these fuel refineries in on this side. In fact, actually, let's do that right now. We are going to want to... we don't have any research for that yet, so we might have to bring something from Mars. So while they're busy doing that, let's actually kick off the research. So obviously, we have a Moxie upgrade here, which is useful. We're already 50% researched on that, so we'll do that. What is this one? So this is more cargo space, useful. A drone hubs, yeah, also useful. Physics, yeah, we could do this. No longer require power or maintenance. Not necessary totally right now, although it could slacken up our power sources. What's this one over here? We got spawn vistas and research sites. Hey, cool. Let's do the cargo on the rockets, I think. Drone swarms, and then yeah, why not? We'll do that in that order. So we'll get this out the way. At least some initial funding. Rumor Space Y has completed a milestone. Right, that's a good time to mention that we're not alone on Mars. Let's actually see. So we've got Europe over here. Space Y looks like they've set up quite close to us. So yeah, there's the three of us. We've got Europe up here, Space Y, and then us, NASA here in Happy Valley. Although we've got Colony of Europe and Colony of Space. Well, I mean, we got Happy Valley. That's so much better, isn't it? Anyway, so there are our sort of friends / competitors. Let's see if we can, I don't know, get them to play nice, shall we? So setup is coming along here. Here comes the Stirling generator. That's going to come online. And our sensor tower is up. And the pipes will go in. Up goes our moisture evaporator. And we will soon be feeding water through to this good old fuel refinery here. And we can start refueling Thor here to send him back off to planet Earth. So now we've got the sensor tower up. Let's start doing some more scanning. I want to kind of start in a little bit of a circle like that. And then we will sort of work our way sort of outwards and down that way, but this is a good area to start. I think we also should get our RC Explorer onto scanning some anomalies. So there's one over there. I think there's another one over here. So we'll do those in those orders, get that off, and then you, sir, you can start coming down here, and you can start gathering metals. And let's just make this a little bit smaller. Just drop them off over there. There you go. So we're off to a good start. We're gonna have hopefully the rocket fueled sooner rather than later. We've got a lot of money to play with. So perhaps even we will send another rocket with more supplies so we can beef this up a bit quicker. I really want to start producing some concrete fairly soon as well. This is quite a small deposit of concrete. Concrete's going to be an issue on this map, I think. Concrete's going to be the big problem. So hopefully we can get some of those trade partners to trade in with us. Yeah, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Right, so I've made the decision that we're going to send another resupply rocket. I've stuck with the Norse god theme and named our second rocket Odin. So yeah, really good. We're going to bring ourselves one more prefab building. We're going to bring ourselves a fuel refinery. That's kind of what I really wanted. We'll bring ourselves a couple more drones, and then we're going to start stocking up on polymers, machine parts, and electronics, our sort of more complex items, and that should help us, I think, get this up and running a little bit faster. I've just been having a look around here. We've got some underground metals that should get us to a good start. We've also got some rare metals here as well. That should really help us when we start getting going. It's going to be really good. This is actually not a bad start. So kind of water is kind of all we need, really, and we're on the scan for that, so we'll see what happens. Right, guys, we've achieved our first milestone, or it's actually our second one. I think we got the breakthrough one first, but we got the anomaly. That's good. That's going to be really good. So that's given us a little bit of a science boost there. What are we doing over here? We got another 4 hours to magnetic filtering, which is good, which is very good, actually. And then we can start rocking off some of these. So this is a good one here. We get a little bit of extra research from the RC Explorer. Worth bringing another RC Explorer just for that. Probes can scan deeper. Yeah, we've already used our probes. I'm not too concerned about that. But maybe what we could do is we could start building some farms. This one's useful. Drones works faster on terra. We're not going to do that. I think the terraforming tech tree is going to be waylaid slightly while we focus on, I think it's in physics. We need to get the deep mining. That's the goal on the research front. Right, everyone, our first bit of research is done, so magnetic filterings are done. So that means that we can upgrade our Moxies. We're not going to do that for a little bit, I don't think, but we can get there. So what's next on the research list? I think it's probably this. We need a little bit more research. I'm actually going to bump this up because that will, in fact, we're going to do that now. That will speed up all following research. We'll get another 100 research. It'll take us up to 400 just because we got an RC Explorer, which is really cool, which we have there.
Barren environs of the red planet that meets the eye.
Look at that.
Treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
All right, look at that. We've got more research here. We've just opened. Ooh, this is good. Apartments this early on. Nice. This is going to increase our water evaporators as well. That's awesome. Great. So I think this is quite a good one to go for. I like packed in housing. The more people we can fit on Mars, the sooner the better. Right, everyone, we have another sector scanned. We have found another anomaly and some more underground metals. Not bad, not bad. Still looking for water, still looking for water. Let's keep expanding the search. And let's send our RC Explorer to scan that one there. One of the many things that I love about this game are the little drones that you start with. So these guys are so cool. So what I've done is I've colored all of the drones that are attached to this drone operator here. So basically my landing pad drones, they're colored blue. I thought it was a cool color for them. And then all of the drones attached to this RC commander here are white, so you can keep a good track visually on what they're doing. It also looks like we're stacking up quite a bit of metal here, which is nice. We've got two universal sort of storage pads here, depots, and yeah, they're doing okay. They're filling up, and it looks like Odin is about to land. So everyone, while we're waiting for Odin to land, there's clear that there's a rumor that Europe has nearly completed a milestone. I think we're going to get to the next one fairly quickly. I think Thor over here is, yeah, he's more than half full. So this fuel refinery here pumping out stuff. We're almost at the end of Sol 2. So yeah, that's something. But Odin is landing. He's coming in. And that means we're going to ramp up our fuel production, start making some concrete, and think about the next steps towards bringing the first people to Mars. we do want that founders phase to be over with sooner rather than later. So Odin has just landed in a cloud of dust. Odin's going to bring with him a couple more of those drones as well, which is fantastic. Here comes the swarm, and now we can get on with building. Right, so as Odin is unloading, we are putting up another fuel refinery. That is just to speed up the pace at which we can move rockets off the planet here. Looks like we have a new message that we need to check out as well.
You'd think the explorer had found buried treasure the way our scientists were reacting. It was a sulfur-rich regolith.
Right, that's it. We've found a sulfur-rich regolith. That's actually really good. So we've got two choices here. We can concentrate our efforts on gathering the samples. That'll give us 1,000 extra science, which is really useful. Or we could focus on geothermal analysis, and then we'll reduce the cost of all engineering texts by 10%. I think I'm going to go for the second one. This is an immediate payoff, a little bit more of a long-term payoff on that one. It will speed up all of our sort of engineering tech finds as we go along, which I'm kind of keen for. So let's see, are we up and running? We are. That's going to quickly produce more fuel, and I'm happy about that. Are we unloading all the polymers and everything off this one? We are. Right, let's start assigning some of these. This drone hub here needs more drones, more drones. So you're assigned to there. Let's do this quickly. Okay, everyone, we've achieved another milestone. We have found water on Mars. Let's actually have a look at where that is. There it is. Oh, wow. Okay, really close. That's good. That's very good. So this has actually turned out to be a really good spot. We've lucked out there. That's really good. So let's have a look there. Yeah, we got to launch that next rocket. Construct a dome, first humans, first Martian born, and produce food. I think we're going to be able to tick all of those off pretty quickly. We've got a training program. So this means the early phase of our mission is showing relative stability and gaining popularity back on Earth. Our sponsor feels we're in a good position to push forward a training program aimed at attracting the best applicants. Right, so what are we going to do there? Do we want more scientists, more geologists, more botanists? I think we're going to go for scientists. We need that research first off, so let's go for scientists. Yeah, the first bunch of people are going to reach Mars. Definitely going to be of the science persuasion. Also, Thor has been fully refueled here, which makes me feel like it's a good idea or a good time to set Thor off onto his journey back to planet Earth. What are you? Are you assigned to you? Yeah, let's put you over there, shall we? Oh, there's still a couple of bots assigned to Thor. Let's actually have a look here. We got 14. Let's put one more on you here. 4 other drones attached to you, so it would be you guys. Let's attach you to you. Yeah, there you go. One drone. Where's the drone? Where is that guy? Where is that guy? That one guy. There he is. There he is. I'm gonna catch him. And you're assigned to there. This gets our RC commander up to 8, which is fantastic. And this drone hub up to 15. I think that's probably a pretty good set. Right, let's get Thor back to Earth. That's another milestone, so that'll give us a little bit more research there, and it looks like we're gonna get more research points off the Explorer AI, which is gonna happen in 5 hours time. So there you go. That's Thor off. That's our first rocket, and I think it's now time to start seeing if we can get some concrete going. So let's set up this, shall we? Right, so I've got some basics of concrete production in here. Just a concrete extractor, pulling this power line out from the Stirling generator, and I decided it's time to get some lights up here as well. So we got some beacons going up here to keep this sort of area of cargo in the light, and then another beacon over here with 2 fuel depots over here, because we're going to start very soon producing a lot of fuel. We're producing around 29 per sol. Are you running? Yeah, you are running. So yeah, we're going to really ramp this production up. I mean, we're going to get to, I think, maybe even almost 50 per sol, which is going to be great. That's 1 year to send a rocket back to Earth. I mean, we're already more than half full on Odin as well, which is fantastic. Really looking forward to that. And it looks like our concrete extractor is up and running. I don't really like these concrete extractors with this big rolling thing here, so I'm glad we can change to this. This just looks so much better to me. Look at that big claw. Gonna scrape that ground, and let's bring out that concrete extractor. We're gonna have to start thinking about rocks too. We're gonna have some spare rocks lying around, so let's get out some dumping sites. I think I'm gonna slam this one straight behind there. And yeah, we'll have some concrete fairly soon. Odin will be going back to planet Earth. We'll build some proper launch pads, and maybe start trying to extract some of that water and think about how we're gonna get some first colonists onto Mars. Okay, everyone, I have really good news. Odin has been refueled and is ready to go back to Earth, so off he goes. We're also very quickly racking up some concrete here, which is great. Bye, Odin, in a cloud of dust. That's the last time I'd be creating dust like that. These two rocket scorchers are pretty cool, though, I must admit. So we got some concrete coming out of here, and I think that we're going to use this concrete first off to create some landing pads, and just really establish ourselves here. The scanning has also continued. We've got a little bit more concrete out here, which is good to know. It's pretty low, only 424 concrete, but good to know there's still some more concrete out here. And we have a new anomaly, so I guess you're off to scan that one. Let's keep expanding this, shall we? Let's go out that way now. We'll do that line there, we'll make a big block, and we'll see what we can get in here. Maybe go out this way. We need some more concrete, that's what we need. Alright, I'm quite excited about this. We've got a landing pads going in. We've actually got two, which is fantastic, because I think we're going to be shuttling rockets on and off, or in and out of Happy Valley pretty regularly. We're also going to set up another sensor tower over here. It's going to increase the speed of scanning. And I must say, our base is looking very neat here at the moment. Very symmetrical. I'm kind of liking it, actually. And we've laid a power line down here. More for aesthetics than anything else. But in case we want to prop up some lights along here later on, we should be able to do that. We're doing really good on the power production, so we're producing 80 and the demand is only 26, so we haven't even reached half yet. So very happy I got that Stirling generator in there. We got spacing on the other side for another one should we need it too. Right, our first two landing pads are in, and oh my, it looks good. We're starting to rack up some concrete, and we've definitely got quite a bit of sort of metals harvested off the planet of the surface of the planet here. So that's good. Now the question is, where do we put our first dome? Because the next step is definitely getting some humans onto Mars and getting our founders phase over. We do have a self-sufficient dome. This is a prefab. It has absolutely everything it needs to make sure that people can survive. So let's figure out where we want to put this one. Okay, everyone, so we've plotted out the position of our first dome. Most of it is prefab, apart from some cables, so it should go up pretty quickly. And in fact, we're actually going to move our RC commander right over here to help with the construction of this. And this is going to be a really good spot, I think. I think it looks really cool with this rocky outcrop over here. We're in a good position to expand that way towards water. It's still within range of the deposits over here, so we can get mining those if we need to. So let's just take a gander while we build up this dome, shall we? Hey, look at that, everyone. We have achieved our first milestone. We need to lay a couple more pipes here for the oxygen storage tank to be used properly, which we will do there, right there. But we have a dome up and running. We need to name said dome. I have got a couple of ideas, but that also means that we can now ship our first colonists off to Mars. We found some new anomalies. We'll view that message just now. Fuel compression has been researched, so that'll make sending rockets back to Earth much easier. And we've achieved a milestone. We constructed a dome, so that's spurned on our research there significantly. So very happy about that, and more metal in that sector. Not too sad about that either. Come on, build that pipe, guys. Right, let's view this message. And then we'll get some colonists here.
We've collected valuable geographic data at the site of the anomaly.
So analysis of the crust yields a rare insight into the geological history of Mars, especially about the ancient Thechian period, which involved volcanic activity and released immense amounts of sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere. Several key hypotheses of the exogeologists also confirmed by our findings. This is good. So what can we do? Do we get 200 million funding? Could be useful. Do we get 2 drone hub prefabs, or do we get 4 moisture evaporated I think we're going to go for the 4 moisture evaporated prefabs. That feels like a good deal. A lot of cash. So yeah, let's do that. We can rely on these for a while. I think these are producing more than enough water here. I think we can produce 2, and we're only using 1. So there's 3 unused in this thing here. And we're gonna have to watch that when it comes to farms, etc., etc. So let's start thinking about planning some buildings in here. But before we do that, let's get some passengers, shall we? So let's do some filters. Right, Thor is going to bring our first 12 colonists to Happy Valley. We're going to go with 2 botanists, 2 medics, 3 scientists, and then a bunch of people with no specializations to run some of the support buildings. So this should be a pretty good start. So here are our 12 colonists. Olaf Kent, the botanist, leading the way. Now we're going to launch this. We've got no place for them to stay, but we're going to fix that while they're on the way here. So with that in mind, let's get some services set up, shall we? Right, so while we're waiting for Thor to make his way to Mars with our first 12 colonists, we have the basics being set up here. So we have a couple of prefabs. We have some living complex prefabs, which are great. I actually think we should put down both of them. We are going to use them all, after all. I think the other living complex should go in over there. Yeah, that's fantastic. And then we're going for a small grocer, a medical post, a diner, and a small space bar, which should kick things off nicely. Now, we do have some scientists coming, so that means that we should get a research lab up and running, and I think the research lab is going to go right over there. That's going to be a really good first setup, so got some space for people to work and live. Let's go and have a look at these. These are our first Mars abodes. I think those look pretty good, pretty sexy with the NASA meatball logo on it there. We've got another prefab going up here. Fantastic. That one's going up really fast. These are going to require a bit of concrete, and then we'll name the space bar, etc., for our first colonists to arrive. That should all be done by the time they get here. All right, everyone. Thor has arrived, and Thor is going to be, as the first rocket to land in Happy Valley, he is going to be the first rocket to land with passengers. We've also scanned a couple more sectors. We're finding a bit more rare underground metals, which is always very good. And I've named our own. We're called Anchorhead. Yes, I've decided to go with Star Wars and naming themes, so Anchorhead feels appropriate. Is going to be the name of our first little dome settlement. So this is Anchorhead Dome A. There will be Dome B, probably C, and probably D, and there might even be an E too. We'll see how it goes and what this adventure brings us. I can see the shadow of Thor landing there. Mighty, mighty shadow of Thor, and a little less dust being kicked up there now because of that landing pad. Beautiful. Fantastic. And let's zoom in to see our first colonists arriving on Mars. There comes the door. Right, so we've entered our founders phase. As you can see up there at the top, we've got to wait 10 souls. So we've got 9 souls, 23 hours. We have to get through this with full marks in order to be able to bring more colonists to Mars. So the clock is now ticking, but we have achieved another milestone, which has boosted our research, which is great. We've got our drone swarm research done, and there are our colonists. Fantastic. Let's have a look at our new beginning message.
Full of hope and determination, the first founders have set foot on the Red Planet.
Yes, they have. Right. So we have to now make sure that they survive. Here they come, bounding in with all glee and joy. Let's have a look, guys. Hey, so here's some of our non-specialist, Aitish Gutash. So he should hopefully take jobs in here. So yeah, we got the unspecialists in there. You botanist, you shouldn't be working in there. Oh, we've got botanists as well. I forgot about botanists. We should give them somewhere to work. Shouldn't we? So I think there might be some people without jobs. Yep, we're gonna have to do something for the botanists. Let's get up. Let's start making some food, shall we? So how much food does this? It consumes electricity. So let's do that, shall we? I think we're gonna put you over there. Yeah, why not? Let's do that over there. There should be some scientists working in here. Fantastic. So all the good research coming there. So let's get up the hydroponic farm, get a couple of those botanists working. I forgot I had them there, and we can start making some food. There should be food on here. Yep, 105 grand. Let's up this here. I always want this one here to be full. These ones here can be slightly less though. So let's cart the food over there, guys, and get it into. Oh, we've got food in the grocer. Fantastic. Great. So the clock has started ticking, and we shall see how Anchorhead survives. Before we close off this episode, let's just have a look at how our scanning has gone. There's a little bit more concrete up there, which is really good. We've new anomaly analyzed. What have we got here?
The on-site data validates our predictive models of the electrically charged dust devils.
Oh, that is great. So yeah, science is well aware of the causes of massive earth storms. The same goes for Martian electronic dust storms. Yes, our scientists already had a good working model of the behavior, but we can refine this model even further. With the current expedition complete, we confirm their theory. That gains us a little bit more science. Hey, Mars crowdfunding done. Whoa, we're really ripping through that research here. So let's decide what else we're going to do. So we've got systematic training, which is a social thing. That's going to help our scientists and our botanists do better. What else can we tick off the list here? We could. Shuttles and rockets require less fuel. That's very useful as well. But I think that we should start ticking these things off here. We need polymers, right? Polymers, really important, so we can stop importing them. How about we do probes? Probes not now, later on maybe. New buildings, I'm not really. Yeah, let's do that one there. I want to get some more low apartments in, and then why not transports move a little bit faster. We could start putting wind blade turbines. That's also pretty useful. So yeah, good mix there of science on the go. What's this one over here? This is engineers and geologists. Yeah, that's good. Great. All right, so we're on. The clock is now ticking. It's basically 9 souls until we check in again, because there's not much we can do except make sure these guys survive until then. Right, so just zoomed out to the planetary map here and just taking a look at some of our competitors. It looks like Colony Y, they don't even have any colonists yet. They're just plugging away at some of the basics, I think. Moxies, they're getting ready though. They've constructed a Moxie. These guys, Colony of Europe, also there for a Moxie as well. But no, a concrete structure, fuel compression, no. So they got to Moxies first. They went Moxies early. They're doing fuel refineries now. So now they're only trying to get off planet Earth. So yeah, we're doing really well. We've got 12 colonists, 34 buildings, 31 and 24. So I think we're doing good. We're doing really, really good. We got the funding, and these colonists seems to be having a good time. So we've got the Circle O2 bar over here. Let's have a look at that. Where they're having a good time in here. Hey, how's it going? What's your name? Ria Gupta. Good stuff. And over here we have a little bit of a diner, which is great as well. Was this the bar? This is the bar. This is the diner. Yeah, that's the space bar. That's the diner. So that's the diner, and this is the space. I kind of like the space bar actually. It's kind of cool. And a little grocer, fantastic. And the medical post is staffed. So people should be able to survive. I think that should be pretty good. We're running on perfect oxygen, electricity, and water functionalities here. And we have a couple of scientists working some shifts, which is helping us boost our research along quite nicely. So I think that is where we're going to end this episode. We have started with a foothold on the Red Planet. Happy Valley is indeed a happy place, and we will get through the founder stage. I will see you for further expansion on the next one. Until then, stay safe. I am the Beard, signing out.